once the world's top video game has once again alienated their player base, this time banning all wagers. Epic has now banned all forms of wagers and has even sent personal emails to top streamers warning them they will be banned if they are caught engaging in said wagers. Ending this practice seems to be the cherry on top that once again got RIP Fortnite trending on Twitter.
Keep up with the latest in gaming and e-news daily. Subscribe to Onside Radio on most platforms. Your home for gamers worldwide. OnsideRadio.com.
Now streaming online.
Onside Radio, the only choice for the South Florida sports fan. Time to get in the zone. The Onside Zone.
And look, man, I don't care if you're my wife. If I don't agree with you, I'm going to say it.
The Onside Zone.
I don't care how you win a championship, dude. You can draft it, you can buy it, you can trade for it. Just win, baby.
The Onside Zone.
You're not Aladdin rubbing the lamp and then Will Smith comes out and you ask him, hey, fix our dolphin problems. And there he goes. No, I'm sorry. It'd be nice if it was that easy, but it's not.
You can join us on the Onside Sports Line, 888-441-4623. That's 888-441-4623. You can connect with us at OnsideRadio.com by sending us a text at 844-416-8123. The Onside Zone with a big O.
All right. All right.
Two and one from Bumgarner. And Rojas with a drive out to left. Peralta turns and looks. Long gone. Home run, Miguel Rojas.
Ah, yes. Miggy Rowe. I think your boy Christian Chase yesterday tweeted out Miggy Rowe going for a sweep, and he was right, actually. They went for the sweep. They swept the D-backs yesterday with a 3-1 win. Pablo Lopez was fantastic. Yimi picked up his 5th save of the year, and Rojas' first home run of the year. Duvall hit his 6th. Marlins are now just 2 games under 500. And tonight at Lone Depot Park, baby, they host the Brewers, and it'll be Brent Sutter against Trevor Rogers. We get Alcantara on Sunday. I don't know yet who's pitching on Saturday yet. I'm not exactly sure. Do you know who's pitching on Saturday, Alex? Because
probably do the opener again like they did with Ross Detweiler.
Oh, I see. Okay.
He's been the last couple of times he's been the opener because he does have starting experience from. He's been around a while.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course.
So that's a new trend now. The Rays made it a thing of just starting with a reliever for a couple of innings and then making a bullpen game out of it.
Yeah.
Shortening the game like that.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, if that's the deal, then I guess it is what it is. But I love watching the Marlins, man. I said it a couple weeks ago. I think they're must-see TV. I really enjoy watching these young kids play. I just hope they keep them around now, down the line. The good ones that turn out and develop, I hope they keep them around. It would be really, really nice. Anyway, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us here on the program. We will have another terrific day here on the show. We got a lot of things to talk about in a short amount of time, so we will try to get everything going. And thanks to Ian from Brooklyn chiming in. Ray is in the house. RC in the 305. He says, how you feeling today? Have you gone on an ocean swim and soak yet? No, I have not gone on the ocean's too damn cold now, dude. I'm a total wussy, bro. I ain't going to go in that ocean now. Are you out of your mind, bro? What do you think I am? Some kind of northern bird that came down from Canada or New York and says, oh, the water's really warm here? No, that's not me, dude. No, my blood is thin, bro. I'm a true blue South Floridian. In fact, I'm a freak of all freaks. I'm born and raised in South Florida. Okay, that's hard to find people my age. Some of the kiddies were born and raised there because their parents have been here long enough. But us older folks, mostly everybody's from somewhere else or another country. Belle Glade, Florida, baby. I was born in the northwest corner of Palm Beach County, and then obviously moved back down to Miami. So yeah, no dice there, man. No dice. But I am feeling good. I've been feeling good. I haven't felt bad. I appreciate all of you and the concern you have and everything. Listen, everything will be fine. I'll get that polyp out. Doctor visit went very well yesterday. I had the physical. He said everything, blood flow's great, my blood pressure, everything. My kidneys are working well, all that good stuff. So all I need now is the EKG, and then I'm clear so I can have my operation on the 20th, get that damn polyp out, and then I can finally move on with my life and move on and not have to worry about this crap. Tremolio says, great morning day trading just in time for brain-dead zombie Biden to address the nation about unemployment. Dude is a charlatan. Yeah, not only that, he's going to kill the dollar, too. Hey, dude, he got voted because one idiot didn't handle the virus right, and this one at least would handle the virus right. But you knew there was going to be a price. You knew Democrats love to spend, bro. Now, listen, we're all screwed. I'm not going to get into politics here, but we're all screwed, bro. Okay, it doesn't matter who they give us. They give us choices like Bernie and Hillary and Trump and Biden. I mean, give me a break, dude. It's like, come on. This is what we got to choose from? I don't know if you guys saw. No, I doubt you guys saw this. Tito Ortiz, okay? Tito Ortiz. He filed for unemployment. All right? Tito Ortiz filed for unemployment, and he's working for the government. Let me see where the story is here. Let me pull it up. This is what we have. But see, this is our world. We vote clowns in over and over again because they don't give us good candidates. So it doesn't really matter. Again, I don't care if you're a Democrat. I don't care if you're a Republican. I slam both. So relax, okay? Don't get so uptight. Jesus. Some of you out there, you all get bent out of shape. Oh, they took a shot at my candidate. They took a shot at my side. I don't give a shit about either side, okay? Tito Ortiz, by the way, under scrutiny for filing for unemployment in the city of Huntington Beach. The problem with that is he's been getting paid. Ortiz is a city council member and the mayor of a pro tem of Huntington Beach. They voted this clown in. That's why we're stupid, you know? We're a stupid society. There you go. Tito Ortiz. It's a beautiful thing. So, Tremolio, we're screwed either way, bro. Doesn't matter who's in. Doesn't matter. They don't give us any good options. Big O got a haircut. Yeah, I did, actually. It was the wife that cut my hair. I still haven't been to the barber yet. It's like a year and a half I haven't had a real haircut. I just cut the bangs and then cut the sides, and she actually did a pretty good job overall. Trimmed the back evenly, you know, all that kind of stuff, you know. So it's good. Thank you all out there. Let's see. Big O, why don't you play music intros? You can mute it on YouTube, but then you won't hear it. So if you're on YouTube, you won't hear it. That doesn't make any sense. We're going to get some intros that are going to be originals pretty soon. So working on that now. Big O, do day 3 of next year's draft in a strip club. You know, Tremolio, I mean, I would be open to that. I've done many shows at strip clubs over the years. Why not? That's a good one. Omar Lopez is in. John Rouse is in the house. RC in the 305 says, the saltwater soak in the PM will do wonders for you. Neil used to do it when he had vocal soreness. Dude, I don't have soreness. I have a freaking polyp, bro. Do you understand? Do you know what hot water and salt are going to do to that polyp? It's going to irritate it even. In fact, you know what? I'm raising my voice, and you're making me irritated anyway. Let's see. Brooklyn Rob says, afternoon, Big O. Stellar, bro. Yes, sir. More like Cardano. Stellar made its run, and it's kind of stayed right there in the mid-60s. Cardano made the run, which I've been telling you boys and girls out there for months now to get on the, let's see, that's the Bitcoin. Okay. You should be on the Bitcoin bandwagon, but that's slow growth and steady growth. Should be on the Ethereum bandwagon because, of course, the Ethereum is, come on. I mean, if you went in Ethereum about 6 weeks ago at 1,500, like 1,570, it's in 3,500. It's well over 100%. You would have doubled your money already. Okay? But it's all about Cardano. Yeah! Little Cardano. Love it. Yeah, I'm a maniac. I carry a couple coins on me just to have some fun. It's good for effect. Let's see. Brooklyn says, no religion, no politics, please. All the noise about Watson, now Rodgers. What do you think about it? Will Greer make a call or roll with Tua? Joe, are you really asking that stupid-ass question? Seriously, Joe. I love you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the station. All that good stuff. Are you really asking that stupid-ass question? Seriously. Because I rip everybody that does that. In fact, my hard-working producer here, Alex Aguirre, has a Keyshawn Johnson and Chris Canty cut. And so they talk about Rodgers, since you brought it up, Joe, and you brought up the stupid question. Let's continue with the stupid question and the stupid statements. Go ahead, Alex.
2 teams come to mind for me. Mm-hmm. Denver Broncos, Miami Dolphins. Those 2 teams come to mind for me. But the problem is you're going to have to give a lot back. But Aaron Rodgers is good enough, in my opinion, to put whatever's left on his back to make everybody else better around him. We've seen that he's been only afforded the luxury of having one pure dominant receiver in Devontae Adams, and he didn't really get a running game until about a year and a half ago. He had a lackluster running game for a while in Green Bay. So we've seen in a defense that wasn't great, that we've seen him kind of put it on his back. So I think it would be those 2 teams.
Well, what happened to Chris Canty?
You got to think the teams that were interested in the Deshaun Watson move earlier in the offseason would be interested in Aaron Rodgers. Mm-hmm. I mean, the Dolphins feel like they're a quarterback away. It remains to be seen whether or not Tua can develop into that quarterback. But Aaron Rodgers would be huge for them. The only thing that we don't know, because Aaron Rodgers hasn't come out publicly and said so, is exactly what teams he's pinpointing as his potential destinations. He said he wants to be on the West Coast, so you start automatically thinking about the AFC West teams because the Packers aren't going to trade him within the conference. So the Denver Broncos Broncos, the Las Vegas Raiders. Those would be the teams that would be top of mind. But again, we don't know because Aaron Rodgers hasn't come out and gave us a list. But we do know that Aaron Rodgers doesn't want to play for the Packers. That organization has done everything they can this offseason, from the general manager and the head coach flying out to see him, trying to address the contract. None of it has worked. They leaked that information right before the draft. That was on Aaron Rodgers in his camp, letting it be known he doesn't want to be there.
So I still don't understand anybody that brings up the Dolphins with Aaron Rodgers or even with Deshaun Watson. And listen, you know, in that conversation, they talk about how you have to give up a whole bunch, right? And then whatever's left, he'll elevate. Isn't that the problem in Green Bay, morons? That they don't have enough? They don't get enough around him? So then what? You want to trade a whole bunch of stuff so Aaron has less? It's like watching the Knicks and Nuggets trade from years ago. Melo could have waited till the end of the year, be a free agent, go over to New York and join a team that was pretty good at that moment. It had good talent. No, I want my bird rights. I want my money. Trade for me so I can get my bird rights and get my money. Well, you traded for him. Everybody went over that way, and he had nobody to play with. And Melo's not the guy that elevates an entire team. That's just not who he is, right? So it's the same thing. So you want the Dolphins to give up a whole bunch so then he just elevates what's left? I mean, how stupid can you be? Seriously. It's just moronic. It just is. They are already committed to Tua. Listen, if it's Joe or whoever else, if you guys don't believe in Tua, well, then just say that at least. Say, hey, I don't believe in Tua. Could they trade for it? So at least I know where you're coming from, okay? But if you just say, are they going to trade for Rodgers or Deshaun Watson, then I'm going to say, what are you, stupid? Right, because that's all I can say. What are you, a freaking moron? Are you a dumbass? Do you not see that they're building around the kid? Everything that they're doing, they're building around the kid. Now, would they inquire for Deshaun? Of course they were going to inquire, but they wanted mango ajito, low-hanging fruit. They're not going to give up the world. That's not what Chris Greer does. He hasn't proven to do that. So, and they're not going to go for low-hanging fruit. They're going to want the world for any of those guys. And Miami's not going to do that. They're not going to give up all the draft capital that they've picked up to then screw it up. No, man, they're going to keep rolling and rolling. That's the way you're supposed to do it. So enough already with all this crap about trading for Aaron Rodgers or trading for, you know, the sexy massagist Deshaun Watson, right? Yeah, I want a massage. Right, of course you do. Give me a freaking break. Lordy, stop already with this crap. They're not trading for him. All right, we like to thank, by the way, A Shade Above Window Fashions in Davie, 954-434-4774. A Shade Above, by the way, teamed up with Bandalux to personalize and create our beautiful Onside Radio shade right here. It's in La Rosa Negra. To order protection with style for your home or office like we did, A Shade Above Window Fashions, 954-434-4774. Go to the website, ashadeaboveflorida.com. Love the space you live in. A Shade Above Window Fashions.
We'll be right back to the Big O Show. You can join us on the Onside Sports Line, 888-441-4623. That's 888-441-4623.
I'm Ryan Seacrest. First responders are people who stand for a greater purpose. They will be there for you when nobody else is, to help you, your family, your community. This is their selfless promise. This is their sworn duty to protect, to serve, to help. They put themselves in harm's way for us. They come to the rescue at times when we need them most. First responders are making enormous personal sacrifices to keep showing up for us and fighting the good fight. Nearly 70% of all firefighters are volunteers. That means when they get injured or quarantined, they may not have a way to pay their rent or keep their family safe and fed. No matter who you are or where you live, when you call 911 and ask for help, first responders show up. Now, let's show up for the people who show up for us every day and every night.
Go to firstrcf.org and make a difference today. If you're looking for a change from the everyday restaurant, then you need to get to Checkers Old Munchin German Restaurant in Pompano Beach. Brats, Wiener Schnitzel, homemade potato pancakes, pretzels with mustard, and lots of German beer. Take their famous Boot Tour Challenge, and there's now outdoor seating available in their new beer garden with live music. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Checkers Old Munchin Restaurant, or call them for reservations or pickup at 954-785-7565. So get over to 2209 East Atlantic Boulevard in Pompano Beach to Zagat-rated Checkers Old Munchin German Restaurant.
Howdy, stranger.
Didn't this used to be Radio Town?
Yes, sir. It was Miami Sports Radio Town one time.
Who in the hell are these cowboys I never saw?
We don't know who these people are, riding in from other towns. There used to be a host in every one of these saloons, trying to talk about local matters, sports.
That ain't good, stranger. Could you tell me how this happened?
Well, it started when one corporation bought another, and they got rid of the good management and brought in a bunch of bumbling idiots and started firing all the local ranchers and replaced them one by one with these strangers from out of town.
I've heard that story before. Static and tumbleweeds, I'm moving on.
South Florida's choice for sports talk. OnsideRadio.com.
If you're a Miami sports fan, then there's only one store to go to, and that's Caneswear at Miami Fanwear in Davie. They're your one-stop shop for all your Inter Miami CF, Canes, Dolphins, Panthers, and Marlins merchandise. They have hats, t-shirts, game day jerseys, and so much more. Located at 2511 South University Drive in Davie, and open 24/7 online at caneswear.com or intermiamiwear.com. Call them at 954-835-5597. Caneswear, the spot where Inter Miami and all Miami sports fans shop.
You can connect with us at OnsideRadio.com by sending us a text at 844-416-8123. Save it on your cell phone, 844-416-8123. No better place to send your comments, ask questions, win prizes. OnsideRadio.com, the only choice for the South Florida sports fan. Inter Miami fans, time to find out more about your favorite soccer team with OnsideRadio.com's IMCF Football Focus. Here's Austin Robillard.
This Mother's Day, Inter Miami are set to take on Eastern Conference opponents Atlanta United at Drive Pink Stadium. There was a press conference held yesterday in which Phil Neville, Edison Ascona, and Rodolfo Pizarro all spoke. We got some team news out of Phil Neville, and he confirmed that both Nico Figal and Robbie Robinson are officially out this Sunday. Therefore, it looks like you'll see the same starting 11 that you saw against Nashville, with Leardom at right back and Jay Chapman on the left wing. We'll see what we can do with Higuain coming back into the lineup as a number 9, and hopefully some goals can be scored.
Keep up with the latest on La Rosa Negra by subscribing on most platforms. Search Onside Radio.
His hand, and I'm thinking, man, that is so difficult to catch a baseball right there.
Adam Duvall lifts one high and deep left center field, gives it a ride. Goodbye, home run, Adam Duvall. Marlins take a lead in the 7th.
Well, Sierra taketh away. Duvall.
Duvall, if you are what you say you are, a superstar. Well, not quite, but whatever. Lupe is. I got my Lupe Fiasco shirt on today. That's what I got today. I saw him, what was it, like 4 years ago at the Revolution Live. Good show. He's very good at freestyle, too, actually. One of the few new rappers that I like, because I think most of the new rap is absolutely crap. But Lupe is good. I like Lupe a lot. Ragin, what are you smoking, bro? He says, I predicted 4-12 2 years ago. They went 5-11. I predicted 10-6 or 9-7. They went 10-6. I predict 15-2. Listen, I hope you're right. I'm just saying you're smoking some good stuff. Yeah, that's a lot, man. 15-2 for a young team like this. Oh, man. Although I do really expect the offense to be hitting its stride and playing much better this year than last year. The weapons are so much better, man, overall. So, yes, they should be much better. If you want to get in, 888-441-4623. That's 888-441-4623. If you want to get in on the program, you can also reach out to us on Twitter. That's at Big O Show. The text line, 844-416-8123. That's 844-416-8123. And I know what some of you are going to say, hey, your voice is all right today. It's not as bad as it was a couple days. Yeah, don't get fooled, I'm working too hard. Something is going to end up happening. I irritate it. Something is going to end up happening. So it is what it is. NorCal says Tua will be set up with all the targets he needs and serviceable running backs. I like Brown a lot, actually. Greer, McKenzie, Allen, and Flo have set this team up for great drafts next 2 years and a solid team. And they may even, end up getting more and more picks as it goes along because, they'll lose some players and then those players might end up giving them compensatory picks also. So that should be good. Uber Beans says 11-6. I kind of like that. 11-6. I can see an 11-6, a 12-5. I can see that. I can see them winning one or two more games than they did last year. That I can definitely. I just think it's going to be a better team this year. I really do. I think it's a team that's loaded with a bunch of young guys that are just going to end up getting better. And the good thing about the Dolphins is they have a coaching staff that knows how to develop players. And we've watched players grow under Flo, whether they're street free agents, whether they've been traded here, whether they've been drafted. A lot of the players have improved under this coaching staff. So I just have a lot of faith in what's going on there. What else do we have to talk about on the program? I mean, we got a bunch of things. Inter Miami will take on Atlanta United this weekend at Drive Pink Stadium. We'll be back here on Sunday to do the show. And we'll be here, Dono, myself, for pre, half, and post. Obviously, Chris Winningham, Thomas Rangan, and Fernando Fiore will have the call of the game for you. I was, speaking of local stuff, right? I was listening to David Dwork on today, who does an excellent job covering the Panthers, and obviously a great job for us in Chirping the Cats radio on Saturdays from 10 to 11 a.m., exceptional job as always. And he and Toast were talking about, the goalies. Can I pose something about the Panther goalies? Okay. Because I agree with David. He was talking about, they got a good situation with goaltenders because they're deep, right? And the young kids there now, you're getting Dreger back. He's going to start on Sunday. And you've got, obviously, Bobrovsky. But here's the thing. Let me bring this up now, okay? Because you can brag about the depth, but is there any greatness? Okay? You need a great goaltender to make a run in the playoffs. Can Bob be great? Can Dreger be great? Or are you going to put the youngin in there? See, none of them are Beezer. So if I don't see you playing at an elite level, we can brag about the depth of the Panthers goalies because they don't suck. They're good goalies. They're not great. So that's the trick to it right there. That's the question I would pose to people. That, yeah, you can brag all you want about the depth at that position, but there's nobody special. They're just solid. That's it. Bob can't be trusted. Treager's solid, not great. And obviously, the night kid, what are you going to do? You can't put him in that level either. So that, to me, that when I was listening to that conversation, I then started to think about that position. And, yeah, I like the offense. There's no doubt they got enough offense overall. I don't know when they'll get Ekblad back or even if they will, but they've been fantastic without him, which we all thought that was kind of the kiss of death when Ekblad went out with the injury. But that's the one thing that I would tell people that, kind of pump the brakes a little bit on the Panthers goalies. They're solid, but nobody's great. And if you don't have a great goalie, I'm sorry. It's not like this defense, cradles the goaltender and protects him and shields him, and he barely has to take on any shots. No, they're going to face a lot of shots. It's not like they got this kind of incredible defense that shuts teams out. That's not the case. So, yeah, the Panthers have 3 goalies, but they have nobody that's great. And Bob has never found his form from 3 years ago. So, that's still a situation that I have a lot of trepidation with, okay? What was I seeing here that I thought it was funny? Somebody said, show this old man something. Can somebody explain this coin stuff to this old timer? RC in the 305. All right, first of all, RC in the 305, I didn't know you were an old timer. These are stocks. They're just called coins, and it's digital. That's all. It's no big deal. It's a stock that you're investing in. And so that's why, like somebody said, Doge and all that. But you also have to do your homework, like in the stock market. You have to know, what the market cap is. You have to know what the business model is. You have to know what product does it produce? What service does it provide? Is it something that's needed? Is it something that it will be in demand? And so that's the key. Like when I invest in Ethereum, it's because Ethereum is the internet. It's the new internet because it's the blockchain. And this is where everybody's building their companies on. Why? Because you can't hack the blockchain. It's been out for 12 years, can't hack it. And for those of you that don't know what a blockchain is, you do a transaction, it is then sealed into a code, okay, by miners all over the world, whoever solves it. And then it moves on to the next transaction, and it's sealed with another code. The only way you could hack the blockchain is to start on the first one and then go through billions to get to the first one to then get to the computer. It's impossible. It's impossible, pretty much. So that's why people are going there. Blockchains, you will be buying your concert tickets on the blockchain. Ticketmaster, all those, Ticketfly, all those will go on the blockchain eventually. Because the bands now, so you buy the ticket for Genesis for $150, let's say. Okay, now you want to scalp them. You want to sell them to $250 now. Guess who gets a cut of that extra $100? The band. Because you're gonna have to buy it on the blockchain off the person. It ain't gonna be like some dude on the sidelines outside no, it's gonna be digital. So the only way to transfer from one person to another will be digitally, and the only way to pay for it is through the blockchain. Artists, when they have their art or their baseball cards or football cards or basketball cards or whatever it is that they design, and you buy it digitally, and then you sell it, let's say you bought it for $10,000, now it's worth $25,000. Well, the artist is going to get 20% of the $15,000 you're making automatically. Person pays $25,000 through credit, and they're going to get a port. You cannot circumvent it. So this is what the blockchain is going to do now. The blockchain, there is no way of duplicating and stealing something. You cannot do it on the blockchain. And that's why you're going to see everything transfer over, and people will be dealing on a blockchain. So that's why I invest in Ethereum, because Ethereum will be the internet. Cardano is another blockchain. Cardano has a contract now with the African continent, practically. They are going to be handling their banking. They're going to be handling education. They are now going to get into smart contracts, which smart contracts, again, they get done right away. They get done faster. They are cheaper than doing it in a bank. And so the customer saves a lot of money. And then again, the blockchain and the contract are secure because they can't be hacked. So Cardano is going to introduce Goguen in July, and they're going to introduce contracts. And when the African stuff comes in and starts kicking in, this company will explode. So that's why I tell you, VeChain is a program that is apparently the best program right now in the world to track your inventory. And so for companies that have problems with stolen inventory and all of that kind of stuff, or they get duplicated and things like that, now that will allow them the tracking way that they have of doing things, food, products, everything. As a customer, digitally, when you put it on the ticket, you're going to be able to see where your package was and how it got there, all the steps and everything. You're going to be able to see it. Because the other thing about the blockchain, it's public. Can't hide it. Can't hide the information. The information's made for the public. So that's kind of what it is. It's not hidden behind the scenes and all that. It's completely public because everybody wants to know what's going on. So and that's why Walmart in China and Tyson Foods and Amazon and Range Rover and Louis Vuitton and just what is it, IO Shopping or whatever that company, it's an enormous. So many have teamed up with VeChain because they're using them for their inventory. So that's what I do. I look for companies that actually have real value and they actually are improving life. Lumens, I'm also invested in that. You know, when you send money to somebody, let's say you want to send money to somebody in Venezuela or in Colombia or in England, if you wire transfer it or Western Union, you pay a shitload of money. And if you're sending it to somebody over in London, it's got to go through your bank, through then a national bank, to then an overseas bank, and everybody gets a cut. And you got to pay for the wire transfer, right? You send it Western Union, what is it, like 10% or 9% or some crap like that? They charge you. Lumens, they are doing it with an app on your phone, and they do it by a text message that you go through the app. So I've got a friend in England. He lost his wallet. He calls me, hey, dude, can you send me $100? So I pull up the Lumens app. He pulls it up, the XLM app. I send him $100, and Lumens, then it goes through Lumens, and it goes right to his wallet, right from my phone to his phone. It goes from my bank account to his bank account like that. And he has the money and converted into euros or pounds or rubles or whatever the hell, wherever you're living. Converted. Why? Because they already have access to all the currencies in the world. So you send them $1,000, it converts it and it gives it to them for whatever the value is of $1,000 there, for a minimal charge compared to what you would have paid for Western Union or a wire transfer, which takes days. This takes seconds. Lumens is going to be an enormous company down the line. So the important thing is when you invest in crypto is to actually do your homework. Like Dogecoin has no use, no value. People want to make it a dollar. They say it's going to become currency. Okay, so how does it become currency if it has no backbone? It's not backed by a bank. It's not. It's not backed by anything. So, and then the coins are Biden style. They're just printing them endless. Hey, can you lower the AC, bro? It's hot in here, man. Lower it big time. What's it called? So they Dogecoin, and like I've mentioned before, a lot of people don't know this. A little over 600 wallets own 80% of Dogecoin. Okay? There's a little over 600 people that own 80% of the Dogecoin. Do you know what they're waiting to do? Pump and dump. And when they dump, it's a hot air balloon that is going to, a lot of people are going to lose money, man. I feel bad. That's why I tell you that if you think it's going to be currency, it will not be strong currency because it has nothing. That's why I tell people to go to Crow. Go to crypto.com. You get Crow, C-R-O, buy their coin. That will become money. That you'll be able to use. It's tied to Amazon. It's tied to all kinds of shopping options, all that kind of stuff. Plus, it's backed by a bank because Crypto.com has its own bank. It has its own cryptocurrency exchange. It has its own credit card that teamed up with Visa. It has its own blockchain that businesses are building on. NFTs are selling. They teamed up with Snoop and a bunch of other famous people. You know, Crypto.com is at another level. They have the reason why they can make it currency down the line. So that's why I've been telling people it's on a dip now. It's been at 18, 19 cents. It was at 24, 25. Get it now before it goes back up again, and then it's going to soar even more. And it's the same as Binance. Binance is at $600 right now. Crypto is at 19 cents. When people find out and it grows, and if Visa transfers their transactions to their blockchain, it's going to soar. Okay? All right? So crypto, digital currency is nothing more than the stock market, but it's in a different form. That's all you're doing. You're investing in companies. But please do your homework when you do this. Please take the time to read up what these companies are, what kind of money they have, what is their source, what are they doing, how are they improving our lives? Is it something that they're offering that makes a difference in the world? That's when you can invest in them. So that's why I invest in certain companies, because I know they're going to make a difference in what we're doing in this world. Okay? So that's why I'm in VeChain. That's why I have some Crow. That's why I'm in Ethereum. That's why I'm in Cardano. That's why I have Bitcoin. I have less Bitcoin than I have Ethereum. Okay? I have more Cardano now than I have Bitcoin. Why? Because do the math. I got Cardano like at 90 cents, 92 cents. It's at $1.70 right now. So I'm close to doubling my money. But if you buy Bitcoin at 45,000 or 50 or 100, or 55, when do you get 100? When we get to 90, 95, 100, it's a little harder to double your money. Whereas with Cardano, Ethereum, like, the dip, you would have doubled your money already. Okay? VeChain, I got it between 7 and 9 cents. I kept telling you, VeChain. It went up to 25. I almost tripled my money on some of my money's been tripled already. Now it's gone back down a little bit. It's at 24 or whatever now. But it was down at 19. I kept telling everybody, buy, because you got to buy the dip. And that VeChain will be $1 by the end of the year, and that's a safe number. Like I've been telling everybody, Ethereum for months, that it'll be 5,000 at the end of the year. It's already at 3,500. I'm probably going to, I'm going to over-deliver and under-promise, right? Over-deliver, is that how it is? That kind of stuff. So I usually also give you a number that's conservative, that I know it could really go over, but I'd rather give you a number that, like VeChain, I keep telling you it's going to be $1 by the end of the year. It might be more, but I just want to give you an idea that even at 20 cents, you'll 4 times, 5 times your money. Okay? So there you go. Dogecoin is a dog, stay away. But Brooklyn Rob, you do your homework, dude. Okay? When you told me you were a Lumens guy, then I know you're doing your homework. You know what I mean? Because then you know what that is, that thing's going to be a monster. Okay? So, yeah, I'm with you there. So their coins is like a market, then you invest in all different companies. Exactly. It's a stock market. It's a digital stock market. That's all it is. All right, let's take a break. Back with more right here on OnsideRadio.com.
Now streaming online.
Onside Radio, the only choice for the South Florida sports fan. Sports fans love a place with great food, cold drinks, and TVs everywhere. That's why sports fans love Sports Grill and their 7 amazing locations. Check out the Bird Road location at 11481 Southwest 40th Street in the back corner of the West Bird Shopping Center. Sports Grill is also now offering some great employment opportunities. All kinds of positions are now available, from kitchen to hosting. Call for more information at 305-485-8845. From wraps to salads to amazingly delicious specialty dishes, Sports Grill is the home to the legendary special grilled wings. Since 1987, Sports Grill, good food, good drink, and good friends.
Hey, it's Big O for EJD Construction, your custom home builder, additions and home remodeling. Our lives have changed. We're making our homes more of an oasis. Call the right place. Call the right people. Eric at EJD Construction for over 16 years. A-rated member of Angie's List in the Better Business Bureau. 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDconstruction.com. Join the Inter Miami family in 2021 by becoming a 2021 season ticket member. Enjoy enhanced access benefits and pricing not available to general fans. Visit intermiamicf.com/tickets for more information.
If you missed Man of the Match with Alex Dono, you missed.
And this happens in a lot of food polls, right? When I put out a food discussion and I claim that one thing is better than the other, the people who are the fans of the thing that I don't like as much will always say, oh, you've never had my abuelita's tres leches. Well, no crap. I don't know your grandma. She's never invited me. I hate that argument. It's like, oh, wait, you think tiramisu is better? You've never had my abuelita's homemade tres leches. Well, until she invites me over, bro, how am I supposed to try? You've clearly never been to Florence where they have great tiramisu, so don't give me your crap. You've never had my nonna's tiramisu.
Yeah, I haven't.
And you'll never have it. She's dead.
Oh, God.
You'll never have it.
I really wanted to.
You're SOL. She didn't save the recipe. It died with her.
Oh, no.
Man of the Match with Alex Dono on South Florida's home for sports talk, OnsideRadio.com. When you need your warehouse looking good while staying efficient, there's only one place to find the finest racks in the business. Pallet Rack City in Hialeah. 305-424-8547. That's 305-424-8547. Pallet Rack City is the company you need when you want your warehouse sporting the finest racks in the business. After all, who doesn't love a great rack? Pallet Rack City. 305-424-8547. That's 305-424-8547. Keeping you informed in the world of sports. With an OnsideRadio.com sports update.
The Miami Dolphins released team captain Bobby McCain yesterday and added cornerback Jason McCourty. Miami Marlins swept the Arizona Diamondbacks. Adam Duvall and Miguel Rojas each homered. Milwaukee's in town tonight at 7:10, and Trevor Rogers, the reigning National League Rookie of the Month, is on the mound for your Fish. The Miami Heat welcome the Minnesota Timberwolves tonight at the AAA. Tip-off for that match is at 8. The Florida Panthers are back on the ice on Saturday at the BB&T Center as they welcome the Tampa Bay Lightning for the last couple of games of the regular season. This Sunday, Inter Miami CF welcomes Atlanta United to Drive Pink Stadium at 1 p.m., which means Big O and Alex Donald will get you started with the Onside Radio pregame show starting at noon, leading into the call of the game with Chris Whittingham, Thomas Rodnan, and Fernando Fiore at 1 p.m. You're listening to South Florida's only locally owned sports talk station, OnsideRadio.com.
Saturday mornings, 9 a.m. Sean Stanley hosts the Square Circle Digest.
But to be the man, you gotta beat the man. And I'm saying, woo, right here. I'm the man.
Now, wrestling fans have a place to call home as Sean covers the very colorful world of wrestling. Tune in every Saturday from 9 to 10 a.m. on the home for sports fans worldwide, OnsideRadio.com. Onside Radio continues to grow. To make your life easier, you can now find your favorite sports station by downloading the MyTuner Radio app and listen to your favorite OnsideRadio.com host or catch a great Inter Miami CF match. Go to your app store, download MyTuner Radio, and search Onside Radio, the home for the South Florida sports fan.
Hello, Inter Miami CF fans. Download the Drink AR app and play inside a first-of-its-kind virtual soccer stadium, hosted by Bodega Trevento and Inter Miami CF, and celebrate your passion for soccer from the comfort of your own home. Find the download links on our Instagram account at Treventus and get our wines delivered straight to your home with a discount for all Inter Miami CF fans. Discover Trevento, a shared passion.
All right, there you go. A little crypto segment for you. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm just saying, I'm just looking out for you. And somebody was joking because I always put not a financial advisor, Just a guy that loves crypto because, of course, I'm not a financial advisor. I want to make sure everybody knows that. I'm not telling you, like I would tell everybody. It's the same thing when you walk into a casino, right? Play what you can afford to lose, okay? Don't be putting your rent in there. Don't be putting your kids' college fund, none of that kind of stuff, all right? And the other thing, if you get into crypto, you got to have cojones. You got to have cojones. I was just telling Alex that. There'll be days where you're up big, and then there'll be days where there's going to be dips. But you got to look at the big picture. There's always a higher high and a higher low in all of it. Don't get too down on the lows. Stay with it. Don't get down on the consolidation. We were in the 120s, 119, 120, 121 with Cardano for, I don't know, about a month and a half or something. And now, boom, it's at 160-something, 170. It found a higher floor in the 150s lately, and now it's moved up to the 160s and flirting with the 170s. Now, it hit an all-time high today at 175. And I've been telling everybody that it'll be $5 by the end of the year. When Gauguin is introduced, and the move that Cardano will make from July to December will be monstrous. Monstrous. That's when it's going to make its power move. I don't know how far, but I know at least it'll get to $5, I believe. At least. Okay? Like Ethereum, I kept telling you for months, it'll be $5,000 by the end of the year. It's going to be more probably now, but I'd rather give you a conservative number. All right. Anthony Manzano says, with the Dolphins releasing Bobby McCain, does that mean Holland is a starting free safety this year? Do we sign somebody to compete with him? Anthony, you, sir, need to go to our podcast and listen to the segment yesterday. I broke down the safeties all the way through. Starting, free, what's going to happen. So if I'm you, I would go to our podcast yesterday. I'm not going to repeat everything I did because we got to offer fresh material today. But on the podcast, you can get that full explanation on all of the safeties and what they're doing, okay? And I appreciate you. Thank you, sir. Let's see, what else do we have here on the program that I want to talk about before we go to the top of the hour? Rob Parker. Let's talk a little Rob Parker because Parker does this show with I rarely listen to that show or watch it or whatever the hell it is. But he does a show every day. And Parker is one of those guys that we have certain hosts in sports, just like in politics and in life and entertainment, that they kind of use the race card as a crutch, right? And they usually try to twist everything into the race card, and almost everything has to do with race, which is not true. Now, of course, some things do have to do with race. We all know that, but not everything. But again, this is their way of stirring it up and getting into people's emotions. So here's Rob Parker yesterday addressing Tim Tebow getting an opportunity with the Jags. Go ahead, Alex, fire it off.
I don't understand how a guy who hasn't played in the NFL since 2012, right, 8-9 years now, a guy who just recently quit baseball, said he was pulled away at different directions to do other stuff, and I think it's the ultimate white privilege. This guy has failed in the NFL. He can't play, and the idea, I know he played for Urban Meyer in college. I get that. But so have a lot of other people.
That's probably the reason he got the tryout.
No, but there's so have a lot of other players, Chris.
Not like him.
Who have played.
They didn't do what Tim Tebow did for Urban Meyer.
Yeah, but he won one championship there. Urban Meyer won two. Chris Leak won the other one. He didn't win both of them.
He was great for Urban Meyer.
Where's Chris Leak's tryout as tight end?
I mean, it's just so stupid. Now, listen. Tim Tebow, what Rob Parker doesn't understand is that Tim Tebow is the guy that walks in and says, hey, listen, I need to date your wife. And you're like, oh, yeah, go ahead. It's Tim Tebow. Go ahead. Tim Tebow's a guy that can hypnotize you about anything. You know what I'm saying? He'll walk in and say, do you need me to circumcise you? Yeah, it's Tim Tebow. Go ahead. Circumcise my kid. No problem. My wife is pregnant. She's in delivery. Tim, deliver the baby. Go find the video where Tim Tebow is at a minor league baseball game and there's a kid having a seizure. And he touches the kid and the seizure stops. Tim Tebow, look, I know what's really going on here. Urban Meyer had 33 arrests at Florida. Tim Tebow was like the only guy on the team that didn't get arrested. So he figures, if the Jags ever have any issues, he knows one guy that at least will be, kind of the guy trying to keep peace and won't get arrested and all that good stuff. Look, it's a joke. It's Urban Meyer really just basically giving a guy that gave him a lot an opportunity. And look, I've talked about this before. The real problem with Tim Tebow is he never got it out of his system. And the only thing that Rob Parker was right was he keeps failing at the professional level. And I still say to this day, he should have gone directly to the CFL and played quarterback there and try to see if he can become a quarterback. He's no better than Joe Theismann. He's no better than Warren Moon. He's no better than Jeff Garcia, right? Cam Wake went there. We got Mark Dixon from there. Doug Flutie went there, right? So others have gone to try to resurrect their careers and came back, and some of them even went to the Hall of Fame, like Warren Moon. So Tim Tebow's problem was that it is frustrating for him because he couldn't get there to that point. Now, could he have been a tight end years ago? Yeah. At this age, probably not. But it's nothing more. It's not about race. It's about that Tim Tebow is the most likable mofo on the planet. Tim Tebow is a guy that he brought so much success to Urban Meyer that he's going to give Herb's going to give him a shot because he loves the kid. So he'll talk him up, he'll deal with it, whatever. And then if it fails, whatever, but he did right by a guy that did right by him all the time. Lord knows what happened behind the Florida scenes that Tim Tebow knows about. You know what I'm saying? And Tim Tebow might have helped Urban Meyer during a very volatile time, even though they were successful, but they were getting somebody arrested every week over there. So who knows what he knows? You know what I'm saying? Who knows how much Urban owes him that maybe he did several things to keep guys out of trouble and save Urban's ass and save the team and all that, because that's Tim Tebow. I know we're supposed to hate the Gators, and we do. But I cannot ever hate Tim Tebow. I can't. I can't hate people that are really good human beings, and they do good things, and they're good for society. They set great examples for kids. Okay? The fact that he couldn't make it as an NFL quarterback, I'm not surprised with that. I never thought he was going to be one. I was surprised he completed that one crossing pattern to Demaryius Thomas for the playoff win against Pittsburgh. You know, whatever. I'm surprised that he scored 3 touchdowns against the Dolphins in like 10 minutes to win. You know, it's Tim Tebow. It's like the gods are always on his side. It's like that scene in Clash of the Titans, right? And he's lying there on the floor, and I'm losing most of you out there except if you're old. And then the Zeus and the gods, they give him the shield, and they give him the sword, and they give him the bird, and they give him everything. And not that bird you're thinking of, the owl. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? And it's like Tim Tebow is like, you know, and the gods are always helping him or something. I don't know what it is. But he is kind of like a golden child. You know what I'm saying? So that's really all it's about, man. Don't look too much into Rob Parker. Stop making everything about race. This is about just Tim Tebow being Tim Tebow. It's hard to say no to the guy. It really is. He's just one of those dudes, man. Can't explain it. Can't put a finger on it. They are just better than most of us. And that's Tim Tebow, whether you want to, you know, remember or not. Uber Beaner goes, that's old school. I love that old school movie. So do I. I'm with you there. All right, let's take a break. Hour number 1 is done. Hour number 2 is next.
Onside Radio, the only choice for the South Florida sports fan. Welcome to OnsideRadio.com. Broadcasting from South Florida to the world. No station in South Florida provides more live and local sports talk.
This is like rock and roll with no music.
Follow us on social media at Onside Radio.
When you want local sports, 1260 WLESPN.
We're live and local.
Yes, what she said.
Well, it's what they wrote.
Look at it this way, honey.
Oh, no. Here we go.
At some point, the this was all live, and wherever it came from, it was local there.
You get that look whenever you stretch the truth or when you need your laxative.
Ain't it awful?
South Florida's choice for sports talk. OnsideRadio.com.
Now streaming online.
Onside Radio, the only choice for the South Florida sports fan. Time to get in the zone. The Onside Zone.
And look, man, I don't care if you're my wife. If I don't agree with you, I'm going to say it.
The Onside Zone.
I don't care how you win a championship, dude. You can draft it, you can buy it, you can trade for it. Just win, baby.
The Onside Zone.
You're not Aladdin rubbing the lamp and then Will Smith comes out and you ask him, hey, fix our dolphin problems. And there he goes. No, I'm sorry. It'd be nice if it was that easy, but it's not.
You can join us on the Onside Sports Line, 888-441-4623. That's 888-441-4623. You can connect with us at OnsideRadio.com by sending us a text at 844-416-8123. The Onside Zone with a big O.
All right.
Payoff pitch coming. Into right. That's Duvall. It's a...
There you go, a little Adam Duvall action.
All right.
Hits his sixth home run of the year. That's right. All right. Love it. Good job by Alex there. And by the way, you can catch Alex and Christian Chase tomorrow from 1 to 3 p.m. talking a little baseball because baseball has been very, very good to me. And so they will be talking a little baseball and deep into the count. All right, from 1 to 3 p.m. Voice feels good today, man. Does feel good enough to, kind of cruise. Who knows? Maybe I extend it till 2 o'clock today. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I feel a little brave. You know what I'm saying? By the way, Astro Gold, that was gold. That was gold. Louis Farrakhan loves Tim Tebow. I love that. Who doesn't love Tim Tebow, bro? Seriously, it's impossible. You can't dislike that guy. And Mike Nogozone says it right. It's only a tryout. It's not like Tebow has been signed yet. Exactly. But even if they sign him and bring him into camp, that's just Herb giving him a little love for a guy that helped him a lot. There's nothing wrong with that kind of loyalty, man. Doesn't mean anything. He's going to be training camp fodder. It's like yesterday, the Dolphins, they signed Jason McCourty. You know what I thought about right away? Training camp fodder. He's the guy that's at the back end that they like, but, he's got some holes in his game. But if they have some injuries, you want to hang on. It's like Albert Wilson and Alan Hearns. Those two guys have zero shot at making the team if everybody's healthy. Listen to me. Zero shot. But you don't cut Albert Wilson now. You don't cut him a month from now. You have him run out there in camp and the preseason. And you wait to make sure that everybody stays healthy because if Parker suffers a long-term injury or Preston Williams or anybody else, then those guys get elevated. And then they get an opportunity. But you got to protect yourself. So Jason McCourty, I saw that yesterday. I said training camp fodder. That's what that guy is. He has no shot at making the team. But if there's some injuries, they may have to settle and keep him. That's all. Not a big deal. It would be awesome if Tim dressed like Jesus when he played football. He is Jesus already, bro. Doesn't have to dress it. I'm telling you. He doesn't have to dress it at all. 786-322-1105. That's 786-322. No. 888-441-4623. I don't even know what I was doing. 888-441-4623. What is 786-322? What the hell is that? What is that number? Where did I come up with that? Anyway, 888-441-4623. The text line, 844-416-8123. Did I dial somebody's number like that? I'm wondering. Where the hell did I get that? 96-322. What the hell is that? I don't see it here. Okay. I don't know why he came up with that. Anyway, so what else do we have going on? Heat, they are taking on the T-Wolves tonight at 8 o'clock at the AAA. And listen, this game is not just a gimme for these guys. They lost to them on April 16th, 119 and 111. Since then, I know the T-Wolves have lost 2 in a row, but they're 6-4 in their last 10. So we'll see what happens, but this is not one of those games that you take for granted if you're the Miami Heat. You got to go out there and play, and you've got those last games against Boston, which surely will decide your fate in the playoffs. Will you be in the playoffs, or will you be in the play-in games and all that? And this team cannot afford to go to play-in games because they're not good. They're not good at all. Did you see your boy Bam over in the Marlins game? Yeah. Did you see what happened on social media after he was at the Marlins game?
What happened?
Oh, dude. Because you know that he was there and he had 3 girls that were with him, right? Did you see that?
3 girls?
Yeah, there were 3 girls in the box. One was next to him that had his hand on him, and then there were 2 other ones to his side. So a lot of people thought he was there with 3 women. So people started going on social media, Bam Adebayo finally working on his threes. And then they started taking shots at the women because they didn't think the women were up to snuff. Okay? I mean, social media is so bad, dude. I mean, it just, it was like, Bam, don't do this, my boy. You know, it was all kinds of stuff that they were putting out there. Bam, you could do better. Bro, I'm crying. This one on the left reminds me of a blackjack dealer in a casino somewhere in Charlestown. I mean, it just, they went all off on the women, okay? Completely. One guy says he scores 2s on the court and off the court. I mean, it's a pretty good line, by the way. He goes, no wonder he's been playing like a man possessed. Old girl's a slump buster. Oh, man, it was some cool stuff, okay? It was cruel. It was wicked what they did to Bam on social media. Social media can be so cruel, dude. Oh, man. So we'll see what happens. Sunday, by the way, they're at the TD Garden to play the Celtics at 1 o'clock. It's a huge weekend for the Heat, man. And this game here, I know we talk about the 2 Boston games. This game is huge. Huge. You lose this game, you put yourself at an incredible disadvantage against the Celtics for 2 games. You got to go in. You got to win tonight. You cannot allow this game. They lose this game. I mean, listen, I got to be honest. I don't really have a lot of hope for this Heat team. I just don't. They were playing well in the bubble leading into the playoffs. They haven't played well all year long. They've been completely inconsistent all year long. They have not been, you cannot trust it. Remember how I told you that the Panther goalies, you can say, yeah, they're deep, but nobody's great. So if you have 3 good guys, 2 good guys, you have no great guys. Well, when I look at this team, I don't see anything that resembles anything from the bubble last year. Different environment, different time, different team, different situation. And unfortunately, we're getting different results now from this Heat team. They just don't know how to be consistent enough. But it was just, wow, man. Tonight is absolutely enormous for the Miami Heat. They better get it done. All right, 888-441-4623. If you want to get in on the program, that's 888-441-4623. If you want to get in on the program, you can also reach out to us on Twitter. That's at Big O Show. Follow us there as always, because that, my friends, is a 24-hour talk show. We have something that's called the Roundtable. And today on the Roundtable, we have a question. And the question is all about, guess what? Jake Paul, and Floyd Mayweather. So Paul yesterday and Mayweather had their little hype session over at the stadium, and they took his hat and ran, and I'm sure you guys have seen the lowlights of all that crap. And so this is the question I posed to everybody on the round table. The hype for Mayweather-Paul started yesterday at Hard Rock Stadium. This is a fight card led by Jake Paul, while Chad Johnson is on the undercard. Will you pay to watch this so-called fight card on June 6th, or will you watch it off of someone else's dollar, or will you avoid it overall? And I got to tell you, I can't avoid it because I do this for a living. So I've got to find a way to watch it on somebody else's dollar. I got to go to a friend's house. Maybe I'll go to a bar, something like that, and watch this clown and this buffoonery. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just, I don't even know if by the, in 24 hours later, will I be able to watch the whole thing somewhere on YouTube or something? Maybe not, because it'll be restricted or some crap like that. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. But there is no way that I would pay for this fight. I know that the Badou Jack and Jean Pascal fight is going to be there. They had the split decision a couple of years ago, and that might be a half-decent fight, but that's not even worth paying for it. Okay? It's just, that's the rough part about now that you're, for years now, pay-per-view has always been so big. Pay-per-view, when I was young, was few and far between. Most everything else is pretty free. You would watch it on HBO or on ABC or something like that. And I kind of miss those days, too, where I could watch Al Bernstein and company and Barry Tompkins and all that do their thing. And it was fun. But nowadays, every fight practically that has any kind of a name, I mean, we're going to have the Canelo fight now. Canelo just talked about that he would fight Triple G again, but he has to fight him at the, I think, 168 or something like that. But we've got Canelo this weekend. And again, everything is pay-per-view nowadays. So it's a shame, but we're a train wreck society. The Kardashians, the Pauls, whatever it is, that's kind of what we are in this society. So I would not be surprised if they actually get people to buy this. And for those of you on the chat board right now, are you buying this fight of Mayweather-Jake Paul? Will you buy it, or will you try to go to a buddy's house, or will you avoid it? I mean, some of you really don't have to watch it. I'm stuck having to watch it somehow, okay, because obviously I do this for a living. So I've got to be able to talk about it after and make fun of it after, actually. But there is no way I could, think about this. How much, do you know how much it's going to cost at all, Alex? It's got to be $50, $75, right? I would imagine. Something like that, right?
Normally it's around that range, yeah. I wouldn't pay for it.
Okay, do you know how much V-Chain I can buy for $75?
How much?
Bro, it's 24 cents a stock right now, a coin. 24 cents. So I can buy 300 coins for $75. And so think about this. I can buy, for that $75, I can buy 300 V-Chain coins at 24 cents. And it'll be $1 by the end of the year. So what's 5 times 3? 1,500, right?
1,500, yeah.
So I can turn 300 into 1,500 by the end of the year by, instead of using the $75 on that, I put it in V-Chain. I think that's the better move, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I'm just saying.
Numbers don't lie.
I'm just saying. I'm going to get more excitement watching V-Chain rise throughout the year than one night of watching these idiots in the ring. And look, God bless the folks at Hard Rock Stadium. Genius to get that fight in, because people will go to it. People will buy it. People will go over for a night of hanging out and, hey, I'm here at the event. It's like the late, great Mad Dog, rest in peace, would say the show dogs are coming out tonight. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. There's no way I would ever pay for something like this. Ever. No way. Uber Beaner says, wow, pass that over, Big O. What are we talking about? I don't know what that means. Uber. Have no idea what you're talking about, my man. Don't forget, folks. And last night, it was excellent. I listened to Fight Night. Don't know if you heard it, Alex, but I thought Dono and company and Mr. Walker, he was nice enough to come in and do a little co-hosting with Dono. Every Thursday, by the way, from 7 to 9 p.m., you can catch Fight Night with Alex Dono. It's the show dedicated to combat sports, from UFC to boxing to bare-knuckle brawling. Alex Dono provides combat sports fans the insight and interviews they crave. Tune in every Thursday night from 7 to 9 p.m. for Fight Night with Alex Dono. Search and subscribe to the podcast by searching Fight Night on the home for combat sports, OnsideRadio.com.
We'll be right back to the Big O Show. You can join us on the Onside Sports Line, 888-441-4623. That's 888-441-4623.
Riddle me this. With all this sizzling meat and crunchy veggies nestled between toasty flatbread, who should get credit for Papa John's new papadilla? The person who invented pizza or the person who invented folding? Well, whoever it is, a tip of the tongue hat to you, sir or madam. Get a new papadilla, 4 flavors, just $6 each. Better ingredients, better pizza, better than a sandwich. Papa John's.
Big O for M&S Air Conditioning. You know, air quality in your home and business is more important than ever. That's why you've got to call M&S Air Conditioning and let them install a high-efficiency polarized air filter in your AC unit. Folks, it attracts, captures, and destroys biological contaminants to improve your air quality. With stellar customer service, answering your call from 7:30 a.m. till 9 o'clock p.m. For more info on high-efficiency air filters and their preventative maintenance plans, visit M&S Air Conditioning at ac-florida.com.
At OnsideRadio.com, we chirp all day and night. It's time to do some more chirping with David Dwork at our Chirping the Cats report.
After a couple welcome days off, the Florida Panthers got back to work on Thursday as the team prepares for its final 2 games of the regular season. The Panthers are gearing up for the opening round of the Stanley Cup playoffs, and it's looking more and more like Florida's opponent will be their cross-state rival from Tampa Bay. Before the postseason arrives, the Cats and Bolts must first face off for a pair of contests in Sunrise to wrap up the regular season schedule. The 2 games against the Lightning still hold some significance, as the outcomes will likely determine who holds home ice advantage in the first round series. And I don't know about you, but I sure would like the Cats to have Game 1 and Game 7 at the BB&T Center, especially considering this is a franchise that hasn't won a playoff series since 1996. The time off this week came at a great time for Florida, with several key players still working their way back from injuries. That includes Carter Verhaeghe, Sam Bennett, Patrick Hornquist, and Chris Streeter, all of whom are expected to be back in the Panthers lineup before the playoffs arrive.
Keep up with the latest on the Florida Panthers by subscribing on most platforms by searching Onside Radio, your home for South Florida sports.
It's toast. Smartest thing I did last year? Called B&T Windows and Doors and had PGT custom windows and doors installed in my house. Listen, it's spring. That means before you know it, we'll be hearing about the tropics churning. That means you need to get your home and family protected today. Call B&T right now and they'll get you installed ASAP with the best in the business, PGT Custom Windows and Doors. 954-233-0126 or bntwindowsanddoors.com. And P.S. Tell them you heard about them on Onside Radio.
If you missed Man of the Match with Alex Dono, you missed.
I think we need to normalize the nickname Dick again. There used to be a lot of dicks. Now, people think about the male anatomy. I don't know why we can't use Dick as a nickname. There was something the strong, silent type would have the name Dick. Yeah, sure, it was a nickname for Richard, but Richards now will just go by Rich or Richard. Like, nobody goes by Dick anymore. I think we need to normalize Dick.
Man of the Match with Alex Dono from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m.
All right, we're back. Was just talking to Alex Dono, who I thought did fantastic job yesterday with Fight Night. Great debut for those of you that love your combat sports. And it's all podcasted. All the interviews, all the talk sessions are all there. You can listen to the whole thing per hour. Obviously, we a la carte everything. If you just want to hear one interview or another, you can do that. So if you're a combat sports fan, make sure you subscribe. You can find Fight Night there with Alex Dono, and you can subscribe to it so that way you get the notifications when the podcast is up. Abel did a great job yesterday putting it all together. I thought it was fantastic, man. So good stuff there. Appreciate all of you for keeping it locked here. So Albert Pujols gets designated for assignment by the Angels. Remember, he signed that 10-year, $240 million deal with the Angels. I remember there's a friend of mine that's a former personnel director. He is now retired. And so I remember several years ago when he signed that contract, and I told him, bro, that contract is going to be an absolute disaster. And he was, oh no, he still has left. And I go, no, man, they're screwed. They're paying for the wrong dude at the wrong time. And sure enough, and think about this, he was batting 198 with 5 home runs, 12 RBIs in 24 games. In St. Louis, he had a 328 average and 1,037 OPS, okay? With the Angels, it was 256 and a 758 OPS. The man batted 222 home runs. With the Angels, 445 with St. Louis, okay? First ballot Hall of Famer. I think it's him and, who is it, Bonds or A-Rod? What is it? No, I think it's Bonds, right, with 3,000 hits and 600 home runs, right, or something like that. Is that the stat, Alex?
I think it is, though. Let me check, but I think it's 3,600.
Right, I think it's 3,600. The dude's a first ballot Hall of Famer. There's no doubt he has had one hell of a career. Kudos to him, but wow. The Angels, they never get it right, dude. They just never get it right. About the only thing they ever got right was Artie Moreno lowering the price of beer. I mean, outside of that, it's just really... They never it's like the Rangers. The Angels and the Rangers. They've spent so much money over the years, and they just don't know how to design a winner. And, the worst part about the Angels is it's like Ernie Banks. Again, you got to be old, so you have perspective. But Ernie Banks played on shitty teams, dude, and never really got what he deserved. The same thing is going to happen to Trout. He just plays on a crappy organization that never figures it out. He's the best player in the league, and nobody ever really gets to know him because nobody cares about the Angels, man. It's like the Means guy. He gets a no-hitter, but he's getting it for the Orioles. Who cares about the Orioles, dude? Nobody's cared about the Orioles since Ripken was with the Orioles. I mean, that's how bad it's. Yeah, I know a couple of years ago they had a nice little, a little blip in the radar, whatever, but the Orioles haven't mattered since Ripken and Murray and all those kind of guys. And then before that, Jim Palmer and all that, and Weaver and all, that history. They haven't mattered in so long. And that's the same thing for the Angels. That's a shame, dude. Superstars go to die in Anaheim. That's a shame, man. You get a traditional stud in Pujols, but you didn't surround him with other players that could make his life a little easier down the stretch of his career, and you just didn't do enough. You never do enough in the pitching department. That's one of the things that obviously kills the Angels. But it's a shame. It really is. It's another reason why baseball suffers so much, Anyway, Anthony Manzano says, do the Marlins have any prospects you can see being really young and shooting to the majors? I would say J.J. Bleday is one of them, right? Am I wrong here, Alex?
Yeah, Bleday is probably the best hitter right now in the Marlins minor league system.
That's the next guy I think that can come up and, that they drafted him because that's the potential. I mean, they got a lot of arms. That's one of the bats that we're hoping that really comes through. There's one more kid That's
Max
close.
Meyer.
Max Meyer. That's it.
He made his Double-A debut a couple days ago.
Yep.
He took a no-hitter into the 6th inning. It's essentially 5 innings pitch, shutout baseball, and he looked electric.
Yeah. That's the thing about the Marlins. The Marlins have been really smart in loading up with these young arms all over the place. Because remember, I know some of you might say, well, man, you have so many arms, not enough bats. But you'll trade those arms for bats now.
Exactly.
And that's where, you can get a couple of bats for that arm.
Pitchers are more valuable.
Yeah, way more valuable, of course. Because that's when you got great pitching, you got a shot at winning everything and anything. You know what I mean? And we've all experienced it in 97 and 2003. They had pitching. That's what also helped them. Yeah, they had guys that can get timely hits and clutch hits, and you need that. But you got to have pitching. And in 2003 and in 97, they had pitching. And that was always the difference. But, yeah, man, it's just it's crazy stuff when it comes to the Albert Pujols story. All right, 888-441-4623. That's 888-441-4623 if you want to get in on the program. One more story before I wrap it up here. I got to talk about Nick Saban because this is funny, okay? So Jimbo Fisher, I guess, is feeling himself now that he is getting ready for another season in college football. So Jimbo Fisher, out of Texas A&M, of course. Remember, he worked with Saban, was at Florida State, all of that, and he left for all that money over at Texas A&M. And he said about his matchup with Alabama this year, we're going to beat his ass when he's there. Don't worry, Fisher said. So on Thursday, Saban was at a fundraiser and was asked about Jimbo's comments. You got to hear this. Go ahead.
Coach, got to ask, your friend Jimbo said yesterday that at some point while you're in Tuscaloosa, he was going to beat your butt. That wasn't the word that he used, but did you have any response for that?
In golf?
I think you meant on the football field.
Well, I'm sure there'll come a day, but is that what you're talking about? Football?
He was talking about football.
He was? He used to be on my time basketball league, I guess. We're no longer partners. Now, they have a really good team, really good program, and they're getting better and better all the time. And there's a lot of challenges in the SEC, and they're certainly one of the up-and-coming programs. And he's always been a great coach. He did a great job for us when he was with us, and he's had a great career as a head coach. So, it's going to be a challenge for us, no doubt.
Now, Jimbo Fisher's playing with fire, dude. I mean, he's going to remember that. And I love that line. In golf? Was he talking about football? That day will come. Those 3 shots he took before he gave the whole soliloquy that, he's a terrific coach, a program, and that day will, of course, because if you're in the SEC, at one point or another, you'll probably lose to a lot of the top. At one point or another, if you're Alabama, you'll lose to one of those top teams once in a blue moon. They'll beat you because, hey, man, it's their time and your boys didn't have a good day. And this is a transition year for Saban. So I guess Jimbo is kind of feeling himself right now. He thinks he's got the better program and all that, and he's got to psych up the Aggies fans. I will say this. That might be a good place to kind of enjoy an experience like the 12th man. That might be a good place to enjoy a little college football. I want to go to the Iron Bowl one year. I definitely want to go to Texas A&M. There's a couple of those stadiums. Still would love to go to a game in Michigan. I would like to go to a game at Ohio State. I would like to go to a game maybe out in Oregon, UCLA, that kind of stuff. There's some that I would like to visit and enjoy one day. I don't know if I ever will, but that's Texas A&M. From what I've seen, that looks like a great atmosphere overall, man. I will give it to him. But Jimbo Fisher, my man, you are playing with fire going after Saban that way, okay? And Jimbo, if you lose this year in a transition year, you won't win for a long time because you'll have another quarterback. And Saban's different now. He's not getting these game managers because that's kind of what he had for several championships. He never had really a great quarterback until he got to Tua, okay? And then Mac Jones, and now I know he signed another top-level quarterback. That's changed in Alabama because the quarterbacks weren't anything special, and he was still winning because everything around him was so awesome. Now he is getting dynamic players at that position, and that has made Alabama even more unbeatable. But you got to feel your way that way. Chill, dude. Chill. Take it easy. I'm telling you. All right, let's wrap it up here on the show. We thank Alex Aguirre, as always. Got to take care of the voice. I'm sorry, but it's the way it is. We will repeat these 90 minutes now and take it till 3 o'clock when Alex Donald takes over. I thank all of you for tuning in, as always. I appreciate you all out there. Alex, great work by you, sir. We will catch you on Sunday as we get you ready for Inter Miami taking on the Atlanta United FC right here at Drive Pink Stadium. They got 2 games back-to-back, Sunday and Wednesday against FC Montreal. And, of course, you'll hear all the action right here on your home for Inter Miami football. That's OnsideRadio.com. Thank you all. We'll see you on Sunday.
We'll be right back to the Big O Show. You can join us on the